good friend of mine, Bryson Carver, the Carve Master himself, has a great show on YouTube that airs Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on his YouTube channel. He talks NFL, NBA, and some baseball, depending on what's going on. College football coming up soon. He's going to be on that as well. But he says, bad sign when the only thing the Mets addressed at the deadline, the bullpen, has been disastrous. And that's where I'm getting at, Bryson. The bullpen stinks. We get Ryan Helsley from the St. Louis Cardinals. Ryan Helsley was a lockdown closer, almost automatic to get you a save. Now, granted, he's not going to come to the Mets and be the closer, but he's going to be the setup man for Edwin Diaz. And he goes ahead and just kept coming to New York. He's not good. Helsley has not been good. Tyler Rogers, another. Now, here's my thing about Tyler Rogers, right? We gave up Jose Butto and Drew Gilbert. Now, Drew Gilbert has been struggling since being called up to the bigs for the San Francisco Giants. But Jose Butto wouldn't have allowed that many inherited runners to score. Now, if you look at Rogers' numbers, ERA is 1.7 something. The runs don't belong to Rogers, but he's always coming into games where the previous pitcher left runners on base, and it's his job to limit the damage going forward so that the runs don't score. You put Tyler Rogers in the game, he's gonna allow those inherited runners to score. It's mind-boggling. Gregory Soto, same thing. Inherited runners. Ryan Stanek stinks. Outside of Edwin Diaz, the only arm in that bullpen that I trust is Brooks Raley. Ryan Stanek is no good. Good Lord, Frankie Montas is no. I don't even want him on the team. But if I keep talking about Frankie Montas, I might have an aneurysm because I'm going to yell. We got Helsley for next to nothing. I thought it was a steal of a deal. But Helsley has not been good. Rogers has not been good. Gregory Soto has not been. How does David Stearns focus on building a bullpen? And on paper, it's a super bullpen. But the results are not there. Soto stinks. Not Juan, by the way. Not Juan. Gregory. Helsley stinks. Tyler Rogers stinks with his sidearm submarine delivery. Baseball purist, one of my favorite supporters. Al, we are so cooked. Yes, we are cooked. You know what's crazy? The offense is actually hitting. The offense is actually hitting. And we still can't win games. And baseball purists, Reed Garrett's. Yes, Reed Garrett too. He stinks. I still haven't gotten over last week, Wednesday's game against the Braves. David Peterson got into trouble, and Reed Garrett came in and gave up a grand slam to Michael Harris. Bryson says, oh boy, here we go with Frankie Montas. Yes. Now, and here's the crazy thing. Paul Blackburn got designated for assignment. He was in the bullpen. He was another failed starter who had to convert to relieving. And we can let him go, and now he got picked up by the Yankees today. He got signed by the Yankees today. He's on their active roster. And honestly, I'd rather have Blackburn over Montas. As Romy is the best says, Mets are cooked 4-6 in the last 10 games. The only reason we won the series against Seattle this past weekend is because they're on a skid of their own. They can't win a game to save their lives. They're going to need more than just contributions from the big dumper. But our bullpen can't hold leads, and that's been the story of the last 2.5 weeks. Bullpen, and that's only from the 3 acquisitions. This bullpen has been atrocious since June. April and May, when we had Max Kranick and Danny Young and Dedniel Nunez and AJ Minter, this bullpen was okay. Even when we added Jose Castillo and Chris Davinsky and Richard Lovelady, we're still okay. But now we go and get former All-Stars and guys who were closers somewhere else, and Tyler Rogers and Gregory Soto and Ryan. And the worst part about Ryan Helsley, let me tell you something about Ryan Helsley. This guy, Ryan Helsley, has the audacity to walk out of the bullpen in Citi Field with an entrance. The man gets a light show. He gets flames and graphics put up on City Vision and on the digital scoreboards, and they turn the lights off and they ring the bells and play Hell's Bells, and you get an entrance, and this is what you do? At least Edwin Diaz, who's been more great than he's been a bum, he warrants his entrance. Helsley should not get an entrance until he gets back to form. And where have you ever heard a setup guy getting an entrance to begin with? I don't care that he was the closer in St. Louis. He's not the closer here. He shouldn't get an entrance. But this bullpen, I tell you, Reed Garrett, that was a guy. A baseball purist brought up Reed Garrett. Reed Garrett was a guy. April and May, lights out. Even parts of June, lights out. I made a video on this very same YouTube channel a couple months back bragging about how the pitching lab was working wonders because Reed Garrett and a guy by the name of Huascar Brazoban. Anybody remember Huascar Brazoban? Those guys were lights out relievers. And Brazoban's down in Syracuse now because he couldn't get his act together. It's like June came, the weather got warm, and the arms went cold.